got the win, win, win. Sparking it up, down to the wire. We got the spin, spin, spin. Here in our hands, we burning brighter. We got the win, win, win. We let it, so we let it. Rip, 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 rip.
What's up, guys? 360 Beyblade here, and continuing our Christmas kind of haul unboxing, we will be unboxing the third Bey that I got, Ace Dragon. Now, this is the TT version of Ace Dragon, not any of that Hypersphere nonsense. So, it is the TT version, and this comes with Ace Dragon, the Grand Base, the Rock Base, and a nice launcher. So this is actually the first release that was brought out for GT. Never really bothered to get my hands on it until now, because I got it for Christmas, and it was actually fairly cheap around Christmas time. So, yeah, the parts for this Bey, obviously with the back, we've got it where the layer was broken into 3 parts. We had the Dragon Chip, I believe it was Zan weight. I might be wrong about that. Doesn't really say the name. The Ace layer base, the Sting disc, and the Charge driver. And then we had the Grand and Rock base as well. There are the stats, kind of showing off that this Bey was more of a balance type, if anything else, when you changed the bases. But, I mean, the graphs aren't all that much until we actually battle with them ourselves. So that is pretty much going to do it for the box. And now let's just get into opening this large Bey up. Alright, so here we have everything all laid out. As you can see, there's a lot. Let's start with the launcher that you get first. So this is essentially just a winder, kind of like the Phoenix winder that came with Revive Phoenix, only it's got a little bit of a longer ripcord, and you can use it for both left and right spin bays. So that's pretty interesting. Not too much else to say about that. And then let's get into the parts. So like I said before, you do get 3 bases as well as a bunch of other parts. So let's start with Charge. This is a new attack driver. Well, not exactly new as of anymore, but it was new at the time, and it was essentially a attack version of Octa. Octa was a defense/stamina performance tip that was really hard to get. And yeah, that's essentially all there is for that. It's got some metal on it, so it's definitely much heavier. Reminds me of Speedstorm stuff. Next we have the Sting disc. Now it is only 2-starred, but this was the first disc to kind of have a gimmick along with Blitz and Hurricane. And the gimmick for the Sting disc was that it was kind of spring-loaded. So you essentially had the ability of a bound attack. Funny thing is, this is actually what Dragon's gimmick was going to become as time went on. So that's actually kind of funny. And then we have the layer and the 2 bases that come with it. So the layer, like any GT Bey, splits into 3 parts. We've got the chip. You guys can probably see the teeth. Those are what the teeth look like. We got the weight, which is Zan. This was actually a weight that had been distributed before in the last Chosy random booster. If you got the prize Bey, you got one of these. And we're fortunate enough to have a 4-starred Zan weight. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the Ace, Rock, and Grand layer bases. So the Ace base is essentially your attack base, and that's pretty much what you would see Dragon in for most of the series. Rock is more defensive. Now, I know that some people know this, others don't, but the Beyblade Geeks kind of touched on this a bit. Rocks, when put with the chip, the teeth are not as good I think it's because when it comes to rock, it kind of has the same issue that Imperial had, where the driver doesn't really grip onto the teeth all that well. And then Grand. Grand is your stamina one, and honestly, the teeth are slightly weaker, but it's not all that bad. So in terms of the ones that you would use, I think you would want to use Ace and Grand. Maybe Rock if you were going up against the left spin. So at this point, we would actually be going into some test battles, but because we actually have so much stuff, I don't think test spins would and test battles would do this bay service. So what I think we're going to do is later down the line, we are going to put Ace Dragon and Ace, Rock, and Grand up against a bunch of other bays and kind of see which form of this dragon is the best. So that is going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, because as of this recording, we are sitting at 485 subscribers, and I would love it if by the end of the year we could actually hit 500. So if you guys could do that, that would be greatly appreciated. If you can't, well, just thanks for stopping by. And that's pretty much going to do it for now. And until next time, I'm 360 Beyblade, and I'll see you guys in my next video.